And so the first story ends. The love between you and Lute is strong and unbreakable, a bond forged through time and patience. But why did that bond start? In the beginning, your conversations with Lute started with a threat to talk of her discussion with Lilith. But why? Why did you go that far? And is it truly okay for you to continue with the relationship when it's built off a lie? No, for that weighs heavy on your soul. As time goes on, your heart beats for her, and hers does the same. You've found peace at her side. But how did this begin? Why did this begin? After the extermination, you have been wounded, both you and a friend. All of you have been wounded, but not worse than Lute. Lute held a stoic expression. She didn't cry, not like she had. She didn't show anything. Her eyes were red, and you had seen the tears. But in that moment, she acted as if nothing mattered. And you were scared. You looked up to Lute, a soldier that stood by her side, that fought by her side. But you never got close like she was close with Adam. So you couldn't talk to her. You couldn't comfort her. But you wanted to. So when you arrived back in heaven after the extermination, you found yourself following Lute. And that's when you saw her. You saw Lute approach someone on a beach. You watched her toss Adam's halo at this person's feet. And then you heard it. Her name, Lilith. You were in shock. You didn't know Lilith was here. Lucifer's lover, the mother of Charlie. But you couldn't confront Lute. No. You watched as she walked from Lilith. You hid, but followed her out of concern. And where she went didn't surprise you. She didn't go home. She went back to where you had trained all this time, and she stood where she always did, right where Adam would stand, by his side. And you watched as she fell to the ground, and the tears fell. And as much as in that moment you wanted to comfort her, you knew you couldn't. She wouldn't listen. You knew. You had to wait. It wasn't the right time. And you knew that no matter what you did, in order to get close to Lute, you were going to have to do something big. So that was your plan. Lute's accusation of you following her was true. You did follow her. And you don't regret it. You approached her and said that you knew about Lilith, and you said you wanted to be Lute's new right hand. Not because you wanted to replace Adam, but because when you saw her crying, it hurt your heart. And despite not thinking it was possible, you cared about Lute, and you knew she wouldn't accept you without any other way, and you knew she wasn't going to accept you any other way. You had to show her you could fight by her side. You had to make sure she wouldn't turn you away. And so you did. And here you are. But the guilt hangs over you. And you decided today you were going to tell her the truth. How, why, and hope that she would listen. Oh, you're awake. Good morning. Did you sleep well? Oh, you know, I always sleep well when you're around. Anyway, there's no training today. We have the day to ourselves to do whatever we want. Do you want to do anything special? What do I want to do? Hmm, I asked you first. Oh, I see. You have plans already, but I have to fill the time. I see. Well, if you insist. Hmm. Why don't we go through the gardens? Does that sound good? I'm not really one for flowers, but I don't know. Today feels different. Are you hungry? I made breakfast. It's your favorite. And I dropped by the store this morning. I know. I wanted to wait for you to wake up, but I wanted to get the day started. And I wanted to let you sleep in. You've been working really hard recently, Lieutenant. Nah, well. Hey, wait. Don't go yet. I don't get a good morning kiss. Go sit down. I'll bring you breakfast. Wait, wait. Are you okay? You look like you're holding something. You look, I don't know. Maybe it's, you just don't look like yourself. Do you want to talk about it? Uh, well, here, Go sit down. I'll bring breakfast and then we can talk. Okay. Table set. Are you going to sit? Why do you seem so out of it? Is something wrong? Oh, you need to tell me something? What? Uh, oh, you. But I wasn't. I was wondering when you might bring that up, but I didn't want to push you. I mean, yeah, I was confused, and at first I thought it was weird, but I mean, I figured you would tell me. You want to tell me now? Okay. Um, go ahead. I'll listen. Oh, I, well, I kind of had a suspicion, but I mean, you had to have followed me in order to even. No one else knows about Lilith. But I mean, I'm not totally shocked, but I wish you had told me sooner. Hey, it's okay. I don't feel like this relationship's built off a lie. You don't have to worry about that. It's been what time goes by so quickly here. It feels like we've been together for a while. If I didn't trust you, I wouldn't be here. And you're not wrong. I was so blocked off. I don't think I would have let you near me if you hadn't. What I'm trying to say is, I. It's okay. Under better circumstances, we would have met another way. But I mean, we're exorcists. When is heaven ever going to be easy for us? Eat your breakfast before it gets cold. Then we'll go to the gardens. Why do you look so surprised? Here's the thing. I love you. And I've already come to terms with whatever happens to us, whatever happened to us. You're still the idiot I fell in love with. Nothing is going to change that. You mean too much to me. Come on, eat. Don't let it get cold. We have a long day today. And I have a surprise later. I'm not going to tell you yet. No, go eat. I'm telling you to eat. Mm, I always enjoyed Heaven's Gardens. I didn't really get to walk this area with Adam too much. He thought I was boring. But with you, it's nice. Mm. Hey, come on. Hold my hand. I actually wanted to talk to you. No, nothing serious. Well, I guess it's a little serious. I. You told me your secret. Now it's my turn. Yes, I have a secret. As well as you know me, I'm still able to hide things from you here and there. Oh, don't worry, it's nothing bad. Remember the day I was promoted? I got up on stage and I talked about, well, I talked about a lot of things, but without you, I wouldn't have been able to do that. You, even if it was not the best circumstance, found me when I was lost. And even if I didn't want to admit it, I was in pain. And I needed you. Without you, I I wouldn't be where I am today. I think you saved me. And that there's no doubt in my mind that I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I want to fight by your side. I want to come home with you. I want to hold you and love you for as long as I can. I've heard stories of soulmates, but I never I never believed it until now. And I think you are my soulmate. I trust you with everything. When I'm not by your side, I don't feel like I'm myself. You've become a part of me, and I love that part of me. So I've heard of this thing humans do, and sometimes human souls will go through it again. I love you, and I I wanted to ask, would would you marry me? You will? I don't know why I was so nervous about it. Like I said, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I love you. Let's. let's live the rest of our lives together, hand in hand. I love you. Today we are here to celebrate the joining of two souls, a bond forged through blades, with a trust built for each other over time. Heaven is a place that people go to in the end, but you two have taken heaven and made a new life for each other together. And I, Sarah of the Seraphim, bless this marriage and wish you both a life in heaven filled with love. By request, I've granted you both the ability to unite together with your swords while tradition calls for a kiss. It seems you two have started your own tradition. And if this is what you want, please draw your swords. May this battle represent your future, fighting together while your blades meet here. May they never cross in battle. Are you ready? I'm not going to go easy on you. I love you.